Microphone on, got everything live. I'm just playing around here, checking out Restream. So I had an issue yesterday. Get this to focus on my face. There we go. Had an issue yesterday where I had created a YouTube live stream and then posted that on Twitter and everything. But whenever I went live, it did a duplicate video. So there were people like waiting in the lobby of YouTube saying that they couldn't see that I had started yet. So I wanted to try that out again today with pre-creating it. So I guess if I switch over to my screen view here, let's bring up the Restream stuff here. So over here on Restream, there's kind of my info right there. What I had to do is I clicked on the little like edit settings in Restream, and then instead of create new, I made sure that I selected the one that was listed. So I went on to YouTube here, and let me make sure. Okay, that's all blurred out. I created this live stream first, and then now in Restream, I selected that, made sure that that was selected, and then updated the title on the other two things and added it that time. So we'll see if that works all right or not. The other thing I'm running into with Restream is this. It kept saying my account was on hold, and I like refreshed a couple times, and then it would come back, and then it would be on hold again. I don't know. It's just maybe a problem with Restream or something. We'll see what happens. But the primary thing that I wanted to kind of mess with today was NDI. So I noticed yesterday that the NDI tools for Mac, let me just look them up here. NDI tools for Mac now has NDI Virtual Input, which means that you can run NDI on your computer, whether it's a Mac or a PC, and you can take an NDI output from somewhere else and you can use it as a virtual webcam and audio. So I have downloaded and installed the Virtual Input device here. And then under sources, I've got my Mac right here with OBS. So if I bring OBS over, this is OBS, you're going to see like this hall of mirrors right here. But I install the NDI plugin for NDI for OBS. So OBS-NDI is what it's called. Can't talk today. And that gives me this NDI output settings under tools. So if I open that up, I've got the main output going out on my local network as an NDI output. So if I move that out of the way, now in the NDI virtual input here, I'm able to select that OBS source right there. So there's that main output. So what I'm hoping I could do is, if I go in here and I do a meet now, I can select NDI audio and NDI video from my camera and there, and you'll notice that it's like flipped around. That's just something that Teams does. It flips around the right way on the viewer's side. So I could use OBS, it looks like, as an NDI or as a OBS to Teams as a virtual webcam. But I want to try that with a live event so that I can see, like, can I do Restream so that I could do Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time, and then can I also use Teams encoding with a Yammer live event and go to a Yammer destination as well? Because with Restream, you've got to pay, it's like $20 a month, I think, to pay for the Restream service to have RTMP, and I don't want to do that, and there's no way that my company's going to pay for that. So let's see if we can do it as a virtual webcam through Teams. So I'm going to get rid of this, and we're going to open up the Yammer application here. I got the old school Yammer desktop app. And I've got this demo Yammer group that I kind of play around with a lot. I highly recommend having like a demo Yammer group whenever you're playing around with Microsoft Stream live events. So I can create a live event without actually sending it to a bunch of people. So I'm going to try this with Microsoft Teams showing up here. Turn this chat on. Spencer says, man, this is crazy, trying to do all this stuff at once. It is a lot, Spencer. So I'm going to say testing NDI from Teams. Yeah, so I've got OBS going to NDI, going to Virtual Input, going to Teams as a webcam and microphone. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to see if this works or not. What I'm curious is what it sounds like when it comes back at the end. So, all right, I've got this all going. Now it's scheduled as a Teams encoded event, but it's still going to be Microsoft Stream on the background. It's just scheduled to produce it in Teams. So I'll do that. It wants to open up Microsoft Teams. So right there, it's opening up Microsoft Teams, and I'm joining as a producer. I want NDI audio, NDI video. I'm going to join that now. So once that joins here in about 5 or 6 seconds, then I'll just go live on Yammer, and we'll see what that sounds and what that looks like. So I want to unmute this, and I want to just do my video input. So there's all of that, which is the same output that you're seeing on YouTube and Periscope. So I'm going to send that to live, and I'm going to start this event. And then I want to run it for like a minute or two and then play it back in Microsoft Stream, see if it sounds terrible or not. So we're going to start this event. I've got up to 4 hours, although I think it's up to 16 now due to COVID-19. So let's do that. Once this gets started, it should turn red up here at the top. So now I am live. Move that over to my other screen and get rid of this browser. And now I see the little live icon in Yammer, and there's my live video indicator at the top of Yammer. And right here, it should come up and should play back. And now I can hear myself on here. So what I'm going to do is in OBS, I'm going to mute my microphone and unmute my laptop audio, see if you guys can hear this. So I don't think you guys were able to hear that, but it sounds perfect coming from Microsoft Stream. So that's really, really good. I just, in OBS, like my laptop audio is not the right output source on my Mac. So it sounds really good on that side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, let me close that out. I'm going to end this live event in Yammer. Then I'm going to download the Microsoft Stream video, and I'll load it into OBS so you can hear what it sounded like and looked like on the Yammer side. So let's go ahead and do that. So we flip back over here to Microsoft Teams, and we're going to end this event. So that's pretty awesome. I could go to YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Yammer, and I applied for LinkedIn streaming. If I can get that like approval, then I'd potentially be able to go to LinkedIn as well. I need to get into Mixer as well, so then I could go to like a 6th place. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this Teams meeting. Let's get rid of that. This live event is now done, so we're going to open it in Microsoft Stream. If you click this little icon right here on your video, that will open up your browser to the Microsoft Stream location. You can also click on like the little highlight right there, and it didn't open, but whatever. We'll go to Microsoft Stream and do my videos. I should see that live event. There's that testing OBS to virtual input to Teams. So we'll see if this comes back here. There we go. So there's that. It's already done, already ready to go. I'm going to download this video whenever I can here. Let's refresh it. Trim and replace. Okay, well, that's not working. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my camera feed here. Then I'm going to insert a browser location. Let's see if this works at all. It's probably going to have me authenticate. Insert a browser here. Yeah, on a Mac it won't capture my thing. So let's not do that. Let's go back to the screen here. Laptop audio is set to iShowU HD capture. I think what I need to also do is set this to my iShowU multi out. And then now, let's see if I get laptop audio through here as well. I think it's up to 16 now. There we go. Due to... Okay, so I'm going to start playing the video. I'm going to pause my microphone. I'm going to mute my microphone, and we'll see how this sounded to the viewers on Yammer. In 3, 2, 1. COVID-19. So let's do that. Once this gets started, it should turn red up here at the top. So now I am live in my headphones. Move that over to my other screen. Looks really good. Sounds really good. And get rid of this browser. And now I see the little live icon in Yammer, and there's my live here. My live video indicator at the top of Yammer. And right here, it should come up. It should play back. And now I can hear myself on here. So what? Okay, that's pretty awesome. So I paused that. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Go to my camera. So that worked. Wow, that's awesome that worked really as good as it did. So theoretically, yeah, now I can do a stream that goes out to Restream, but also to internally to my company. So I could do like a what's new in Teams or something like that, do some Teams demos. I could do it in Office 365 at Cerner, the Yammer group, get questions from Cerner associates, but also do it externally for the tech community on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch. That's pretty awesome. I really like that a lot. One thing else I want to learn about is this this chat right here inside of Restream.io. I can have that chat, which you guys are seeing up there on the screen. I just wonder, like, is that large enough? So Spencer, you're watching. I don't know how long the delay is, but tell me, like, what do you think about that? Should I make this chat bigger or smaller so it's easier to read? Like, I hope it's easy enough to read for users who are watching the live streams. I've got the scale set to like 120% right now on there. They're coming in through the top. I don't have it auto hiding messages. I really wish that I could like click through the messages. I think that would be really cool. Make it a little bit narrower. Okay. Let's do that real quick for Spencer. So over here in the chat, I'm able to edit that and make it just a little bit narrower. You think it's too transparent, Spencer? I can also change the settings on it here. So let me change the theme. I got like comic. See what you think about that. So I got the comic one. Let's replace that with this. Hit OK. Refresh cache. Let's see what that looks like here. So there's that. That seems a little bit small. Again, let me know what you think, Spencer. Let's see. I was at 70% transparency. Now I've set it to 100% opaque. Opaque, however you pronounce that. Let's put that back on here. There we go. What do you think about that? So that's like chat bubbles that maybe, I don't know if it needs to be a little bit bigger. I kind of wonder about it on people's phones. Like if they're watching on a phone, how big does it need to be? before it's like obnoxious, you know. Let's refresh the cache of that page. So I bumped it up to 200%. That's pretty good size, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be getting a whole lot of like chat messages as we go. I'm out of focus again. Man, this Panasonic camera, it has pretty bad autofocus. Let's see once we get a bunch of messages on the screen at the same time. So Spencer's like flooding me with messages. That's thanks for helping me, Spencer, on this. It's kind of hard to test when nobody's talking. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could like, so there's like click-through mode, but that's on like the Restream chat here. Let me go to my screen. So that's like the same size on the screen as the other. Let me get out of the settings. I don't know, I can't get the Restream chat to, no, I don't want to exit. I want the Restream chat to come out. So you just enable click-through option to interact with the app, hold the left button, the left control button. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna close the chat and reopen it. Okay, I don't know. Restream chat quit unexpectedly. Yeah, you're damn right it did. Man, why don't I have? For some reason, I can't click the Restream chat window. It's like in click-through mode or some weird thing like that here. So I guess I'm gonna have to mess with that. I don't know what's going on. It says left. Hold down the left command key. What's frustrating is you guys can't see this. There it is. It says got it. Okay. I don't know what click-through mode just did. So there's like click-through mode. Oh, I guess it makes it so you're not clicking in the application. That seems kind of stupid. So I want to turn that off for sure. Let's uncheck click-through mode now. Now it just works like a regular app on top of my other windows. So yeah, I was wondering if that was something that I would like click to go to the next message or something like that. But Spencer says that's pretty good size text. I think one thing I'm gonna have to remember, Spencer, is to like make sure that I'm not covering something up, because like right now I'm talking about this window, but it was like behind these bubbles, you know? So like I'm gonna have to kind of remember that like this zone right here of my screen is kind of off limits because it'll be behind the chat unless I turn the chat on and off like that. But I do like the ability to have the chat on screen. I think that's pretty cool. I just have to kind of be cognizant of like where that's at on the screen. But I do kind of like that. It looks pretty good. Oh, so Spencer was saying transparency. He prefers it to be more transparent, but he was saying more opaque, which would be less transparent. So Spencer, let me know what you think about this. So if I turn down the message transparency, let's say 60%, we'll go into the chat, refresh the cache of the browser. So there it is, somewhat transparent. Like, I mean, it's still not super readable, but I guess you can kind of tell that there's something back there. You know, I guess say that this window was on there. You're not gonna be able to read that unless you're really focusing on it, but you know, maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Let's bump it to like 70. Make that a little bit better here. Chat, refresh. the cache of the browser. So it's a little bit less transparent. You can kind of see that there's, I kind of like that view though. I think that looks cooler than the original view. Let me know what you think. Like, so Spencer, there's the themes here. This is the default theme. They kind of come through like that. You can have it more compact, which I guess is just white text. There's like no background color. I don't know that I like that at all. I think you'd have to have a pretty dark background. There's like Fortnite looking stuff. I'm not gaming. There's Fortnite blue. That's a whole lot of stuff happening. The comic one, I do like that one. I kind of like the chat bubbles. There's 8-bit, which is kind of fun. Why don't I try 8-bit? Let's refresh the cache of this page. Okay, so here's 8-bit. That's what that looks like. I don't know, that's kind of obnoxious. That definitely obscures a lot of the screen. 8-bit compact. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, just white text on. My background's too busy on my Mac, I think, for that. PUBG style. PUBG boxed. LOL. R6. Overwatch. BO4 box. I don't even know what that's an acronym for. I know this one, Assassin's Creed. I'm not much of a gamer. I play Nintendo games, that's about it. Minecraft, that's kind of old school looking, kind of plain. I don't know. I think I'll probably stick to the comic one. I do like that one the best. Let's refresh the cache of the page. And there it is. I like that because it kind of is lined underneath my menu bar right there nicely, even though this whole window's pushed up to the top corner. I kind of like that. I might just stick to that for a while. Okay. Then I've got the bot turned on, so it's in relay mode. It should be relaying these messages to the other platforms. Like if I go here, like Spencer's been talking to me through YouTube right here. It should be relaying, I think, to Twitch, but not to Periscope because Periscope's not relaying. So I'll have to go check Periscope and see if that has anything on it. Let's look at this, periscope.tv. Let's look at this real quick. I don't even know if I'm still live. Okay, I am, but not. Let me mute that, and there's no comments over here on Periscope, so that's not relaying there. Let's see what Twitch looks like. So it is empty in here. So I guess there's no chat on Twitch either. I guess it's not actually relaying the bot messages. It's kind of strange. So whatever. But I'm seeing a lot here from Spencer. Let's see what he's saying here. So he's saying like, yeah, that's, move that over a little bit. Yeah, depending on the application you have, it can be hard to read. Okay. So no new messages in a while there, but okay, cool. Well, that's what I wanted to test. I was able to do Restream, and by using NDI Virtual Input, I could push that into Teams, and I get a nicely branded look and feel in Teams to go out to Yammer that way, and I can avoid doing Yammer via RTMP and just do the Teams encoding so that I don't have to pay like the $20 a month to get the next level of Restream.io, so I can get a custom RTMP ingest. So there you go. I tricked it. Figured out how to save $20 a month. So neat. All right. Well, that's all I've got. I don't even know if anybody's watching anymore, but thanks for watching me test something and click around for a while talking to myself. And we'll talk to you later.